All right, Jake. Somebody took a Bozy Ennis interview, and I think like a 10, 20-second clip where I don't even know who did the interview. I didn't never seen it. It wasn't mine.
Yeah.
So took a 20-second clip and where he referred to Black Prime reaching out to him for a potential Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford fight. This is, I think, late January that this happened. Fans, was calling Boots a duck. Some of them, have their timelines mixed up. They thinking it was for the David Avanesian card.
Yeah.
But in reality, this was after Boots' fight.
Yeah.
After him fighting Kareem Chikazin. But they're calling him a duck because Boots' team decided to have Showtime negotiate, their part of the deal with Black Prime.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford fans is feeling like, you should have just went in, did it yourself.
Yeah.
All right. What's your thoughts on that?
Like a lot of people don't understand. First of all, fighters not scared because they looking for these type of opportunities. Boots fighting Terence Crawford is a super fight, and either guy wins is the baddest motherfucker at 47. You know what I mean? Even though Spence still top guy too. So any of those three. So to think that fight is just gonna happen just because you asked for it, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? With Crawford kind of hopping ship, being all over the place, he really, all he got is his name. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but all he got is his name. All he can do is make a call. When you call for Boots, you're not calling just Boots. Because Boots got dealings with Espinosa and Showtime. Showtime is a whole network. Why would I allow Black Prime to take one of my dogs, my top dogs, and just ship him over there?
Don't forget Cameron. I forgot about Cameron.
And Cameron is involved.
Yeah.
And Cameron was involved with Bud at one time too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he not still dealing with him, he was at once. So it's tough to see it, but people think this is yo, I heard you want to fight. Let's fight. They don't go like that. Like it's not that easy. You know what I mean? What happens is when you got a guy like Bud, who right now in between contracts, what I mean is he not signed with nobody. He trying to find a home. But bad motherfucker. You can lose a lot fucking with Bud depending on how the deal goes. What I mean by that is most of the time, and I've seen this myself on a smaller tier, when you take a guy who's not signed to anybody and you putting your dog up against him and they both two good fighters, if he beats your dog and then runs off with the win, it's like we lost three ways. We lost once because it was on BLK Prime. We lost twice because he beat one of my top dogs, and we lost three times because he going now. He running to another spot. You know what I'm saying? Which I get what Bud doing, but he got to fight too. So I think it'll be smart for Bud to fight on Showtime. It's not going to be smart for Espinosa to allow Boots to go over to BLK Prime if Bud not planning on signing with them. You know what I'm saying? So if he was to beat Boots, I would imagine in the contract it would state that, all right, you got 2 more fights with us. The same way Top Rank did with Devin Haney, because he beat their dog, Cambosis. All right, you go over there and fight him, you win. It's a rematch clause, and you got like another 2 fights with us. You know what I'm saying? All right, fair. If Bud willing to agree to something like that, then I think that fight could happen. But if it's based on coming over to Black Prime, BLK Prime, I don't know why I keep saying Black Prime. We don't even know if that's what it stands for, but BLK Prime. You know what I'm saying? If it's based on that, I don't see it happening.
All right, so BLK, they're an upstart. They had the Crawford versus Avanesian. They signed Adrian Broner, a lot of hoopla behind it.
Yeah.
Fight fell through. Adrian Broner comes out and says they part ways because they couldn't live up to what's promised. Now, as far as Terence Crawford goes, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine his first option is Earl Spence, potential Earl Spence
For
fight.
sure.
So around this time, because it was late January, he's negotiating Showtime and BLK are negotiating Terence Crawford versus Boots.
Yeah.
Because they had talks. Espinosa actually, called Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
So, but he's negotiating with Golden Boy as well.
Yeah.
So fans are calling, Boots a duck, but at this point, Terence Crawford has no country. He has options. He can, inquire about this fight, inquire about that fight, inquire about this fight.
Yeah.
So, essentially Crawford's in a very good place.
He's in a good spot. He in a good spot because it's a major bidding war going on for Crawford. But he got to make a move. So, if he really wanted to fight Boots, I think he should go to Showtime and do it. On top of that, you might get Adrian Broner in the ring. On top of that, you might get Spence in the ring. You know what I mean? If you at least go over to that side. BLK Prime is a new addition to boxing, so nobody's not really sure, if the money's good. They're not sure if the situation's good, especially with a major card falling out and it's your second card. That don't look good. It just don't look good. So people like, we don't really know what's going on with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad. But again, dealing with Golden Boy, at least he know he would have a home. At least he know he got opponents over there. You know what I mean? So he just weighing his options. I ain't mad at him at all. But people saying that these guys are ducking, it don't make sense. These guys was fighting on this level since the amateurs for free. So why would they be ducking now for tons of money? It's really not about that. It's just about positioning. This shit is chess. It's not just physical chess because of the boxing match. It's because of the big wigs playing the game. You know what I mean? It's not that easy to make fights. I know we want it to be that easy, but it's not that easy.
Do people underestimate the network's involvement in these fights being made?
Yeah, they underestimate because they think that's just the channel we watching it on. Little do they know these people are invested.
They're the ones that put up the money.
Yeah, because this is an entertainment business. So because it's entertainment, we all got to get paid. Not just the fighters, not just the promoters. Networks got to get paid too. It has to be lucrative. It got to make sense. So with Crawford being one of the biggest names, but he in the middle of the sea with no ship, he just sitting there. You know what I mean? He trying to figure out where he want to go. All right, we're going to keep doing what we do until you make your mind up. Make your mind up. All right, we come over here. Right now, BLK Prime is a small island. Nobody's ever been there. We don't really know. Yeah, you fought Avanesian in Omaha. Did good with the numbers, I think so. At least with the building. He sold out at the gates, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Do that again. That's what I would say. If you want to stay over there.
Is it foreign that two parties have talks but don't really, get any ground done on a deal?
No.
Or could revisit the deal later?
No, it's not foreign because this shit happens all the time. Little do we know it. It happens all the time. But it's about positioning. It's about what I have to give and what I have to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta risk one of my best dogs on your show, I ain't doing it. Now we could do it on my show, but then that depends on what the other dog is worth. Now the problem is, Boots' name is being mentioned as if Boots been champion for 10 years, but he just grabbed a little strap. He's still a young man, 25, 26 years old, undefeated. Crawford, 34, 35 years old, undefeated. We know him though. He been around. The move is really his. It's not on Boots. Boots still making his name. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to grab real estate. So
essentially, it's Terence Crawford is the one. Crawford is the one that's going to decide. All right, you get your shot.
Yeah.
You get your shot. You get your shot. Except with a guy
like Avanesian a shot. Nobody knew Avanesian, but Avanesian wasn't signed to nobody big enough where they could be like, no, we don't want that fight. No, they gave Avanesian up to Crawford and BLK Prime because Avanesian really wasn't holding nothing down. He a good fighter with losses. When I say good, I mean sturdy enough to be in there with him. I'm not saying he's top 5 in the world, but good enough to be in there with him. He got knocked out, yeah, but that shit happens. It's boxing. But people just think it's a phone call thing. They think, oh, we could just make these fights happen. It don't happen like that. There's a lot of business going to this shit, man. A lot of numbers being talked over. People don't realize that, and they want to sound smart and be like, well, how come it didn't happen with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? That's just a whole nother conversation. You know what I mean? People just want to be smart, and they really should just be quiet. But I understand. You spending money so you feel entitled, so you feel like you should be able to talk your shit, but you don't know what you're talking about. This shit goes deep. You know what I mean? This shit goes deep.